All right, ladies and gentlemen on the stream, welcome back to Clover Cup 2018. We are here for game number 8, our second semifinal game. Dallas taking on Mad Rollendals. My name is Adam Baum.
I am Rich Mahogany. Thank you all very much for joining us here at the Clover Cup 2018. We are live from the NITEC Sports Center here in North Richland Hills, Texas, hosted by the Dallas Derby Devils.
Now, the winner of this game will move on to the championship game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central versus Sacramento Roller Derby. Y'all be sure to check that out. And the loser of this game, where are they going, Rich?
They are going to be going on to play Calgary in the losers bracket. They will be playing at 12 p.m. Central Time.
All right, coming into this game, Dallas 1-0, taking down Calgary yesterday at 4 o'clock. And not Sacramento. Mad Rollendals took down Charm City yesterday at noon to move into this game. And we have just a few moments here before we get started, so let's read down the rosters.
To introduce the Mad Rollendals Dairyland Dolls A team, we've got 03, One Hit Wanda, number 1029, Black Velvet, number 141, Hammer Abbey, number 155, Lip Smacker, number 1967, Jocelyn Hell, number 1975, Neon, number 255, Tipsy Velvet, number 4, Mouse, number 51, Lady Hoo-Ha, number 52, Sequin Destroy Her, number 53, 88, Dark Horse, number 8, Kentucky Fried Carnage, number 80, Captain of the Dairyland Dolls, Thrill Show, number 847, Hello Sailor, and number 9, Shenanigans.
With the Dallas Derby Devils Army of Darkness, we have number 1010, Bazooka Bubblebum, number 112, Planet of the Skates, number 1229, Juicebox, number 127, Ms. Hercules, number 138, Anita Riots, number 16, Bourbon Barbie, number 235, Guillotine Grace. Number 3820, K Carnage. 420, Rocky Roadhouse. Number 5, Jet. 52, Fisher. 82, Myth America. 841, Sweeping Booty. 9, Bailey Wheat. And 999, 9 Mill Nancy.
We are just about ready to get into the game. I'd like to remind anybody who's a social media aficionado, if you'd like to use the hashtag CloverCup2018. Additionally, you can use the hashtag Talk2WFTDA. That is the number 2. You can get in on the conversation.
Jam number 1 about to kick off. On the line for Dallas is going to be Jet. And on the line for Mad Rollendals is Black Velvet. And for those of you at home, Dallas is wearing their black uniforms. Mad Rollendals in the white uniforms. What's going on, Rich?
Well, we've got Black Velvet up at the front of the pack, pushing away against a braced 4-wall of Dallas. Meanwhile, at the back of the pack, we have Black Velvet in a similar situation against the Dairyland Dolls. Black Velvet out to take a quick lead jam against Dallas in this first jam.
Jet currently unable to get through that Mad Rollendals line, pulled back into turn number 4 as Black Velvet flies through the pack there on the backstretch for 5 points.
Jet going to try to test that inside line, meets with Shenanigans, but it's almost knocked to the inside, just stays in on the apex by One Hit Wanda. That's going to cause Black Velvet to call off the jam, picking up a grand total of 9 points for the Dairyland Dolls, holding Dallas to 0.
An exciting first jam for this semifinal game. 9-0, less than a minute into it.
Lining up for jam number 2, we are going to see Dark Horse for the Dairyland Dolls going up against number 16 for Dallas. That is Bourbon Barbie.
A 4-3 pack advantage on the track in favor of the Mad Rollendals right here at the beginning of jam number 2.
Dark Horse initially trying to dance along the outside line to get through, isn't going to make it. However, Bourbon Barbie takes it on the inside. Lead jam Dallas.
That signature toe stop action right there down the inside. Nets Bourbon Barbie, that lead jammer.
Dark Horse now with only 1 to beat. She will get by, starting her initial scoring pass. Bourbon Barbie ain't going to have none of that, though. She calls off the jam after picking up 4 points.
Juicebox was released from the penalty box there for a moment, but quickly earned another. So still a 4-3 pack advantage in favor of the Mad Rollendals moving into jam number 3.
Our jammers are at the line. We've got number 9 for Dallas. That's going to be Bailey Wheat. She will be going up against number 51, Lady Hoo-Ha for Madison. Lady Hoo-Ha looking to get through on the inside. However, Dallas wraps right back around her to suck her back in. She will now only have 1 blocker to beat. She will get by. Lead jam goes to the Dairyland Dolls.
Guillotine Grace out front tried to slow down Lady Hoo-Ha, unable to do so. But right through the inside, Bailey Wheat completes that initial pass. And right behind her, that's going to be Mad Rolandals ending that jam. 4 points on the board. Right here on the jam line for jam number 4, that's going to be Jet taking on Mouse. Juice Box still in the penalty box, so Dallas still down to 3 blockers. Now back up to 4. We'll see if that makes a difference in their efforts to try to slow Mouse down.
Mouse pushing away at the front of the pack, stretching things out one blocker by one blocker, and she does get by, takes lead jam for Dairyland Dolls. Meantime, Jet recycled to the back of the pack. It looks like by Hello Sailor, who picks up a penalty for her troubles. That'll be 30 seconds for her to sit in the box and think about what she's done.
Jet comes through on the initial. Mouse on the scoring pass. Looks like it's going to be 4 points. 5 full points on the board, actually. And that's going to do it for jam number 4.
Mad Rolandals off to quite the strong start here, bringing our score to Dallas 4, Mad Rolandals 18, with 26 minutes remaining to play in the first half.
Shout out to one of our Clover Cup 2018 sponsors, Ben Hogan Sports Medicine. Sometimes when athletes give their all to the game, they give more than they intended. With Texas Health Ben Hogan Sports Medicine, there's no need to sweat. The team of sports medicine physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will help to get you back in the game. 1-877-THR-WELL, or check them out online at texashealth.org/Ben Hogan.
Speaking of getting back into the game, we are here. Bazooka Bubble Bum jamming for Dallas, going up against Black Velvet for Dairyland Dolls. Black Velvet now at the front of the pack with 3 blockers to beat. Trying to get around. Whistle is called. That is going to be a penalty on a Dallas skater that'll let Black Velvet get through to take lead jam.
Mad Rolandals currently with 3 of the 4 lead jams in the beginning of this game.
And in the rough and tumble confusion of Black Velvet getting through, looks like Bazooka Bubble Bum did pick up a penalty. She's just now being released from the box. Black Velvet through at the front for a grand slam. Forearm penalty assessed against Hello Sailor. That'll be her second one of the game. Box empties out for Dallas.
Bazooka Bubble Bum hauling it around the track, trying to pick up a couple of points. Not able to do so before the end of jam number 5. And it's going to be 28-4 moving into jam number 6, and we have a timeout.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors, Fox Rental, proudly celebrating 50 years under the same ownership and providing the Metroplex with the best equipment to complete all events and projects.
Just taking a look at some of the stats here. Not very many penalties. Dallas with 4, Mad Rolandals with only 2. Mad Rolandals lead jam 80% of the game so far, even though it's only 5 jams in. Black Velvet, top scoring jammer, 19 points on the board thus far. And our highest scoring jam of the game is Black Velvet as well, 10 points. And that was obviously the last jam. Very exciting so far there, Rich. Seems that Sacramento, or no, I'm sorry, I just got done calling Sacramento, so I'm used to saying it.
That'll happen. It's hard to switch the brain sometimes.
Seems like Mad Rolandals just out there, and it looks like they are just taking charge, really owning this track and having and keeping that control away from Dallas. Every single jam they come out, they hit really hard, get lead jam, and their jammers fly around the track as quick as possible, hit the pack, and I really, other than jam number 5, they haven't taken any more than just a single lap.
Well, we'll see now if that little break in the action has given Dallas time to kind of reconnoiter their plan here. Bourbon Barbie is going to get out to take lead jam for Dallas, going up against Dark Horse. Dark Horse out of the pack, looking to put on some pressure as the pack picks up speed around turn 2.
Only Dallas' second lead jam in this game. The pack speeds through turns 3, 4, now down the backstretch. As Bourbon Barbie has her work cut out for her, trying to catch up to this pack.
Jam will be called just as the last blocker is released from the penalty box. That is Hello Sailor. Only a 2-point jam there, picking up Dallas's total from up to 6. Mad Rollin' Dolls 28. We have 23 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
The first points Dallas has put on the board since jam number 2. But right now, Bazooka Bubblebum on the line for Dallas, trying to keep that trend going.
She will be facing off against Mad Rollin' Dolls' Lady Hoo-Ha. Hoo-Ha testing that outside line, not finding any give. Going to see that she can get on the inside. Very jukey jammer in that Hoo-Ha.
Both teams have a full complement of blockers to meet these jammers on the track right here. Bazooka Bubblebum almost had that outside line
that was
taken down to the outside. Yeah, one-hit Wanda right there. And that is a track cut on Lady Hoo-Ha. Dallas now on the power jam, and Bazooka Bubblebum, your lead jammer.
I tell you, this is just the kind of momentum shift that Dallas was looking for. See if they can hold against Madison, who's picking up the pace, trying to own the front of the pack.
Mad Rollin' Dolls line comes to settle here on the front stretch. Bazooka Bubblebum trying to get around one-hit Wanda, and she does so, putting 5 points on the board for Dallas. Her bench very emphatically telling her to end that jam. She does so.
Very wisely, as well, as currently 2 blockers in the box for Dairyland Dolls, as well as their jammer, Lady Hoo-Ha. Hoo-Ha is standing, having less than 10 seconds remaining to serve on her penalty, but this will be a very strong position to start from for this next jam for Dallas.
Dallas sending out number 9, Bailey Wheat, to make it happen. And we have less than 5 seconds until jam number 8 kicks off.
Bailey Wheat going to have no problem getting by those 2 blockers, taking a quick lead jam for Dallas. Lady Hoo-Ha back on the track for Dairyland Dolls.
That's the 3rd lead jam in a row for Dallas. I'm not sure what those coaches told them, but they have turned things around here in the last 3 jams. Bailey Wheat out front, 5 points on the board.
That's a grand slam up for Bailey Wheat and the Dallas Derby Devils. We've got the penalty box emptying out now. We've got 5-on-5 on the flat track.
Bailey Wheat once again finding that mark here on the front stretch. 5 points on the board. Lady Hoo-Ha back in play, trying to get around Anita Riot, pushing all the way down to the jam line on the backstretch, and she is able to complete that initial pass.
Penalty assessments number 155 for Mad Rollin' Dolls. That's Lip Smacker as the jam is called. I believe, yes, that is a lead change. Dallas Derby Devils takes the lead 30-28. A timeout is called by Dairyland Dolls.
That was the highest scoring jam so far in this game. 19 points for Bailey Wheat. And that's going to bring her up tied with Black Velvet. For total game points, I should I should say. Sorry, I'm looking at my stat tracker here.
And it's like, what? You folks at home can't see this? It's gorgeous.
we should post some pictures or something. What an exciting beginning to this matchup. Mad Rollin' Dolls coming into this game, the number 3 seed in this tournament. Dallas Derby Devils seated at number 2. Mad Rollin' Dolls ranked with the WFTDA at 36, whereas Dallas is number 24. Both teams 1-0, as we said earlier. We were expecting some fireworks, and I think we're getting it.
Oh, most definitely, because both of these teams, yeah, they've got something invested in this win. You know, I think they both like that cup. Love Clovers.
Right now, that is the whistle to get us back to the action. Jam number 9 coming at you. It looks like Mouse on the line wearing that white and blue star right next to, I believe, Bourbon Barbie.
That is indeed Bourbon Barbie as the whistle blows. We are into this first jam. Mouse trying to push her way through the Dallas defense, not making, oh, she does push her way right into the middle of it.
Micro pack situation here at the beginning of this jam. Only 2 Mad blockers on the line, and that is going to help Bourbon Barbie come through for lead jammer there in turn number 1. The pack moving down into the end of turn number 2. Bourbon Barbie meets up with the Mad Rollin' Dolls line there in turn number 2.
Oh, and Mouse, jammer for the Mad Rollin' Dolls, picks up a forearm penalty. That'll be 30 seconds in the box for her, and a power jam for Bourbon Barbie and the Dallas Derby Devils.
Not what the Mad Rollin' Dolls are looking for here in jam number 9. They really want to take back this lead, but then again, only 2 points separate these two teams. Bourbon Barbie all locked up with the Mad Rollin' Dolls four-wall here on the front stretch.
Now only shenanigans to beat for Bourbon Barbie. She will get by. And the jam will be called. Total of, that was a 5-point pass. Yes, 5 points up for Dallas Derby Devils, holding Mad Rollin' Dolls to 0.
A very nice hit at the end of that jam from Shenanigans, trying to take Bourbon Barbie down on the outside of turn number 3, but she sticks down on the toe stops. I don't know how she does it because physics, it just doesn't make sense, but somehow she's able to pull it out. And we are moving on to jam 10.
Take a look down the line. I see number 9, Bailey Wheat, jamming for the Army of Darkness, going up against Mouse for the Dairyland Dolls.
Mouse being released from the penalty box right now. Anita Riot and company here in turn number 4 to meet her. Meanwhile, Bailey Wheat pushing on that Mad 4-wall at the beginning, right there at the pivot line, I'm sorry.
Mad Rollin' Dolls losing another blocker. Neon heads to the box, as well as Tipsy Velvet. Those two seats must be getting pretty warm.
And right there, Bailey Wheat, your lead jammer. And Mouse comes out of the pack there in turn number 2. And micro pack, only 4 blockers, 2 for each team on the track at the moment.
So Mouse will apply the pressure necessary to have the jam called off. Both of the Mad Rollin' Dolls blockers, Neon and Tipsy Velvet, stuck in the box for this next jam, as Black Velvet wears the star for the next jam.
Quick shout out to another one of our Clover Cup 2018 sponsors, Bont. Lighter, stronger, faster. The original carbon fiber boots, fully heat moldable, ultra lightweight, extremely responsive, with a heavenly heel lock. Heavenly heel lock, that's exactly what I dream of every night. Just, you know, out there for the internet to hear.
Back down on the track, Bazooka Bubble Bomb is lead jam for the Dallas Derby Devils. Penalty box now emptying out for Dairyland Dolls.
Dallas
Blockers in the box for Dallas.
Dallas definitely making a change, their 6th lead jammer in a row. However, they have 3 blockers in the penalty box right now. Guillotine Grace alone on the track, trying to slow down Black Velvet. Not going to happen. Black Velvet comes through. 4 points on the board.
Dairyland Dolls taking up a position just right in the middle of the Dallas Derby Devils defense, keeping them from getting up together. That jam will be called. 5 points for Dallas, 4 for Madison. Brings the point total to Madison 32, Dallas 40. 17 minutes and 18 seconds remain to play in the first half.
Coming up here in jam number 11, we have Jet on the line for Dallas. She's going to be taking on Dark Horse. Dallas down by 1 blocker at the start of this jam. And it's Jet out front, less than 6 seconds into the jam. Lead jammer goes to Dallas.
Dark Horse out of the pack herself as the penalty box empties out for all teams. Jet quickly up to the front of the pack, pushes her way through the Madison defense, calls off the jam after picking up 4 points.
Jet very satisfied with jam number 12, 32-44. Dallas slowly adding to their lead here. Just under 16 and a half minutes remain in the first half of this contest. And it looks like Dallas is sending out Bourbon Barbie to take on Lady Hoo-Ha.
Both teams at full strength out there. Penalties seem to have calmed down for the moment. Dallas with 9, Mad Rollin' Dolls with 10. Out to take lead jam is Bourbon Barbie. Lady Hoo-Ha not quite out of the pack yet. She does get out, but picks up a track cut penalty on her way. This will be a power jam for Bourbon Barbie and the Dallas Derby Devils. Bourbon Barbie does get by the last 2 blockers, picks up a grand slam, checking on the bench. Do I keep going? Do I ice her in the box? I keep going.
This is Dallas's 8th lead jam in a row. Bourbon Barbie going one-on-one with Sequin Destroyer, but she's got Shenanigans there as backup. That's not going to slow her down for too long. 5-point pass for Dallas.
Lady Hoo-Ha will be back in the action in 10 seconds or less, but the jam is called. That will ice her in the box. So a 10-point jam up for Dallas. Be a power start going into this next one. I tell you, that wasn't even their timeout. It was an official timeout, but things really seem to have turned around for Dallas around that point in the game.
Wheaties. It's got to be Wheaties.
What else could it be?
It's my secret weapon. All right. On the power start, they're going to send out Bailey Wheat. Bailey Wheat's Dallas's top scoring jammer, 19 points so far here in this game.
Lady Hoo-Ha back on the track, pushing Dallas's defense up into that of Madison. That she does not get by. One blocker to beat up at the front. Now two just being absolutely relentless. Hoo-Ha will eventually shake them, picking up lead jam for the Dairyland Dolls.
Lady Hoo-Ha breaking Dallas's lead jammer streak here in the middle of the first half. Lady Hoo-Ha hits that line at the end of turn number 3 and calls off that jam, unable to lock out Dallas. Dallas able to squeeze out 1 point to the Mad Rollin' Dolls 2. It's 34-55 heading into jam 15. If you can hear that, that's the rest of the Dairyland Dolls in the stands.
This is kind of the Dairyland Dolls song. So a opportune moment for Mouse here on the line, going up against Jet. See if the power of music can fuel the Dairyland Dolls forward.
Jet knocked to the inside by Lip Smacker. Recycles back around behind the jam line. But it's going to be Mouse out front to pick up lead jammer. Mad Rollin' Doll's second lead jam in a row. Somebody else has discovered Wheaties.
Do they have Wheaties under those benches? Penalty box starting to empty for Dallas. Now only one blocker in the box. Full strength for Dairyland Dolls. Jet through on her initial pass. Mouse knocked down to the inside. Going to call off the jam.
That is going to do it for Jam 15. Let's hear about one of our other wonderful Clover Cup 2018 sponsors. Savant wheels by Adam are lighter, stronger, and have one of the smoothest rolls that money can buy. 10% off of any Savant purchase as a Clover Cup special. If you are in the house or will be in the house today or tomorrow, be sure to visit the Resurrection Skate booth for all your Adam needs. What's going on right now, Rich?
Oh, we have some action happening on the track as Black Velvet wears the star for the Dairyland Dolls in white, going up against number 16 for Dallas. That is Bourbon Barbie. Black Velvet out to take lead jam. That'll be the third lead jam in a row for Dairyland Dolls. Bourbon Barbie wasting no time getting out of the pack herself, going to start. Oh, no, that was getting her out of the pack. I got a little confused and she rolled through the infield there. It's like, is she in? Is she out? I don't know.
Dallas was able to put the pressure on Mad in that jam. Mad Rollin' Dolls only able to squeeze out 3 points. But in a game this tight, those 3 points are really going to matter. Point differential down to only 11 points. It was up to 23 at one point. But Mad Rollin' Dolls really searching for that lead change.
So it looks like we have a team timeout being called for by the Mad Rollin' Dolls. It might actually be Dallas. I see our esteemed NSO in the middle pointing towards Dallas.
Yet our scoreboard indicates otherwise. Perplexing. But you know what's not perplexing? Anabolic Skates. Anabolic Skate Company to reign. Anabolic Gentry Series wheels, patented Vanguard urethane, paired with a lightweight nylon hub, giving you the speed, grip, and edging that you need to reign over the competition. I'm telling you, I can do English words good. Moving on.
Well, your wording has been perfectly timed as we are ready to get down into this next jam. I believe that is Jocelyn Hell up on the line for the Mad Rolling Dolls.
First time on the line here in this game.
She'll be going up against Bazooka Bubblebum. Bazooka trying to push away at the braced three wall up at the front, getting a little bit of help from her pivot, number 138 for Dallas. That's going to be Anita Riot. No lead jammer yet declared as Joss is up at the front of the pack. 3 blockers to beat, with 1 Dallas blocker splitting off the bridge.
Jocelyn Hell jumping off the line just a fraction of a second too early at the beginning of this jam, had to yield her position to the Dallas blockers. So if you saw her pause there for a moment, even though she had not stepped out of bounds, that's what you were seeing. But right now, the pack moving all the way into turn number 3, and it's Jocelyn Hell sticking it through to pick up lead jammer. But Bazooka Bubblebum out front. Jocelyn Hell ends that jam. We're going with an even wash of zeros here in Jam 17.
Speaking of even washes, we've got 12 penalties picked up by either team. So that's an even wash of the same. Not really a wash, really, because penalties count whether they're the same or not.
And it's almost the same for lead jams. Dallas with 9 lead jams. Mad Rolling Dolls with 8. Not very far off.
But we are ready to get down to the next jam. Jet jamming for Dallas, going up against Dark Horse for Dairyland Dolls. Dark Horse pushing away at the front of the pack, peeling off blocker by blocker. She will get through to take lead jam for Dairyland Dolls.
So we seem to be going through a bit of a cycle here at the beginning of this beginning of this game. Mad Rolling Dolls came out in the first 5 jams, picked up 4 of those lead jams. From 6 to 13, Dallas was picking up lead jam most of the time, and now we've cycled back around. Mad Rolling Dolls on a lead jam streak.
Quick call off there. 2 points picked up by Mad Rolling Dolls to Dallas's 0. Brings the score to Madison 46, Dallas 55. We've got 9 minutes and 28 seconds remaining to play in the first half. I tell you, Adam, we're seeing a lot of really quick and hard-played jams, low-scoring jams for the most part, beside those few outliers.
A very slow start to Jam 19 here. Bourbon Barbie down the inside line with the signature footwork that you can always identify her with. Lead jammer goes to Dallas.
Lady Hoo-Ha trying to follow in that wake, but ends up running into number 52, Fisher. She's only just now getting through the pack as you see Bourbon Barbie through on her first scoring pass. That is 4 points for Dallas.
Bourbon Barbie comes through the pack, immediately looking for some guidance from her bench, and she got it and ends Jam 19 with Dallas 4 up on Mad Rolling Dolls, 46-59 with 8.5 minutes left in the first half.
We are going to be getting quickly into this next jam. I believe I see a first-time jammer out there for this game, K Carnage for Dallas Derby Devils. Be going up against, that is Mouse for Dairyland Dolls.
K Carnage forced to the inside, has to come back into turn number 4 behind Shenanigans. And then forced to the outside, has to come back in behind Neon, almost into turn number 3 there.
K Carnage now juking around the Madison defense. She's doing a good job of splitting them up, juking left, juking right. Everybody now at the front of the pack. It is chaos.
Very tight pack moving into turn number 2, now down the front stretch. And it's going to be K Carnage picking up lead jammer almost 40 seconds into jam number 20.
Mouse forced to the outside, is going to be recycled to the back of the pack, pulls off the star. K Carnage finds that inside line again, runs up 10, or that is a 5-point pass. All 4 blockers up at the front for Dallas, holding back Mouse, trying to get a little bit of help from blocker Shenanigans for the Dairyland Dolls, but yet to no avail. Will the star be passed? She's reaching for it. Star pass, I believe that was completed legally, but now both the new jammer and the old jammer stuck behind that 3-wall for Dallas.
And it does look like Shenanigans has the star in her hand. She does, but it's Kay Carnage coming out for 5 more points. Shenanigans still trying to get through the Dallas defenses.
Dallas will lose their pivot to the box. As 2 blockers in, although one of them standing, will be in short order. Shenanigans finally getting through the pack, will put on the star, activating her jammer powers. While she is now eligible to score points, Kay Carnage going to say, don't want none of that, thank you very much. I will call the jam.
I feel like there needs to be a sound effect for activating jammer powers.
I have no idea what that would be. I feel like it should be skates and thunder and...
Thunder. I like the thunder idea. This is good.
The laments of countless fans.
Someone out there, y'all need to just go ahead and make a jammer powers activated sound effect. Send it to us. But as of right now, we're going to be watching Jam 21 as Black Velvet takes on Bazooka Bubble Bum. Dallas up by 27 points at the beginning of Jam 21.
Black Velvet up at the front of the pack for Madison. Pushes through the wall to its limits. She will get lead jam for Dairyland Dolls. Bazooka Bubble Bum pushing into the pack in the midst of things as they speed up around turns 1 and 2. Dallas's jammers doing a very good job of outmaneuvering Madison, requiring all of the attention of their blockers and still not able to hold them long. Oh, but on her way through, Bazooka picks up a back block penalty. This will be a power jam for Black Velvet and the Dairyland Dolls.
We're seeing very few power jams so far here in this game. And Dallas, not what they want to see. They're going to lose Guillotine Grace and Anita Riot to the penalty box. Mad Roland Dolls with a full complement of skaters on the track to Dallas's 2 skaters.
These teams seem to play a bit of penalty box ping pong, where we see it started off Dallas was going to the box a lot, and now Madison was going to the box a lot, but now Dallas is going to the box a lot.
This game seems to be just following cycles. Dallas losing sweeping booty to the box as well, and immediately Mad Roland Dolls calling off that jam. That's going to put them in a very advantageous position for Jam 22, and that looks like it's going to be Dark Horse wearing the star for Mad Roland Dolls.
Right, we will starting in a bit of a minivan pack situation. We've got the 2 parents at the front trying to keep control of all the kids in the back, but it is an uphill battle for our parents. They will not be able to contain Dark Horse. She gets through and takes lead jam for the Dairyland Dolls.
Bazooka Bubble Bum back on the track, pushing on the Mad Roland Dolls blockers here in turn number 1. Dark Horse flies through that inside line, 5 points on the board.
Dairyland Dolls losing, I believe that is Sequin Destroy her to the box. Each team now with 1 blocker in.
Sweeping booty, self-reporting to the penalty box for her penalty there in the previous jam. And Bazooka Bubble Bum flying around the track to put the pressure on the Mad Roland Dolls, and they do call off that jam. 8 points going to the Mad Roland Dolls there in Jam 22.
Shout out to Clover Cup sponsor Mixed Hues. They have original skater art and apparel. You can get custom apparel made while you watch the tournament if you're here in the venue, which you should be. But if you're listening, probably not. But hey, you can get name, numbers, and pressed on site all weekend long. So if you have the time to come down later today or tomorrow, strongly recommend you do so.
Jam 23 underway right now. Bourbon Barbie taking on Black Velvet. Each team down by 1 blocker at the beginning of this jam. And once again, it's Bourbon Barbie out front with that inside line toe work. Lead jammer goes to Dallas.
Black Velvet off to the penalty box, so this is a power jam for Bourbon Barbie. Blockers all on the track.
As you were saying just a moment ago, Rich, seeing a lot of very quick one-hit jams. And in fact, you are entirely right. We've only had 6 multi-scoring pass jams so far in the first half, which could account for the lower score, even though these teams have so much talent and really could honestly be above 100 points apiece. It's just hit it and quit it because they're trying to keep that differential where they want it.
Yeah, definitely keeping this game tight and intense. penalty box almost empty. We've got both jammers on the track for both of these teams. One blocker in the box for Dallas. We see Lady Hoo-Ha wearing the star for the Dairyland Dolls, going up against K Carnage for the Dallas Derby Devils.
Planet of the Skates still serving that 30-second penalty there in the penalty box.
Pack stretched out far. They're going to have to let Lady Hoo-Ha go, and she's out to take lead jam for the Dairyland Dolls.
Dallas trying to bridge that one out, but not quite able to do so. But right there is a star pass. Guillotine Grace, now your jammer of record for Dallas. First time jamming in this game.
Lady Hoo-Ha through for a grand slam for the Dairyland Dolls. We've got Guillotine Grace working to get through. Oh, no, she's picked up a penalty. That is a forearm. So it's a power jam for Lady Hoo-Ha.
Not what Dallas wants here in Jam 24 at the end of period number 1. They also lose Juice Box to the penalty box.
Dairyland Dolls losing Hello Sailor as the whistles keep a-blowing. Lady Hoo-Ha through for another 5-point grand slam for Dairyland Dolls.
9-mil Nancy, K Carnage, and Planet of the Skates bracing here in turn number 4. Now down the backstretch, trying to slow down Lady Hoo-Ha as she is putting the pressure on. 15 points. So far, we're waiting on the signal right there. 20-point jam for the Mad Roland Dolls, bringing that point differential down to just 4 here at in the closing seconds of period number 1. Very exciting, Rich.
And that will be a new high-scoring jam for the Dairyland Dolls, just 1 point higher than the previous high-scoring jam done by Bailey Wheat for the Dallas Derby Devils.
And Dallas has called a team timeout. Looks like they want one more jam in this half.
Well,
they want to have they want the last word here.
Well, they definitely, it's a wise decision because they have their jammer standing in the box, a blocker standing in the box, and another sitting. So if that would be an unfortunate way to have to start the next period. So definitely a wise use of a timeout to stop that clock, ensure one more jam, and hopefully end the period with nobody in the box.
Now, one thing that we're seeing here, Dallas taking a lot of penalties coming up, or in the last few jams. Right now, Dallas sitting at 23 penalties overall, I apologize, to the Mad Roland Dolls 16. It appears Juice Box 6 penalties in the first half alone. Trailing her is going to be Planet of the Skates with 3, Anita Riot with 3, and Hello Sailor for Mad Roland Dolls with 3. Everybody else just 2, 1, or 0. And we are coming back to the action. Power starts for Mad Roland Dolls. Mad Roland Dolls with only 3 blockers on the track. Dallas with only 2. Interesting enough, Dallas sending out 2 jammers onto the line. Bailey Wheat wearing the pivot stripe and Jets as the other blocker. They're going to be facing off against the Mouse. I think this is going to be one heck of a closing to the first half of this game.
Oh, most definitely. For Dairyland Dolls, we see Lip Smacker, One Hit Wanda, and Thrill Show on the line so far. Mouse gets through to take lead jam for Dairyland Dolls as the penalty box quickly empties. Guillotine Grace is back on the track.
Looks like Dallas is gearing up, or at least was planning on a contingency plan for a star pass there, but Guillotine Grace able to make it through. Mouse takes a penalty. Dallas on the power jam here in the last jam, most likely the last jam of the first half.
Definitely a wisely taken timeout for Dallas. Getting the one more jam, getting Dairyland Dolls jammer in the box. That's a grand slam for Guillotine Grace, bringing the score within 1 point.
The penalty box has been emptied. Mouse headed back to the track as Guillotine Grace pushes this Mad Roland Dolls wall into turn number 3.
Mouse engaging the pack at the back, having all 4 blockers to deal with for Dallas. Not making a whole lot of ground. Only 1 blocker to beat at the front for Guillotine Grace. She's through for a grand slam.
Now, there was a bit of a point adjustment there at the end of the last jam. Only 1 point separated the two teams, with Mad Roland Dolls actually overtaking Dallas 84-83. With the 10 points on the board, we have 84-88, which is not consistent, so there's something funny going on there. We will figure that out and get back to you. As of right now, what's going on, Rich?
Well, we've got Mouse pushing at the front of the pack. Only a single blocker to beat, assuming I'm not missing any behind those officials. However, that's number 9, Bailey Wheat holding strong around turn 1 at the back of the pack, pushing away against all 4 Dairyland Dolls blockers. It's Guillotine Grace. Mouse will get through, picks up 4 points on that pass. And that star pass has been completed. Bailey Wheat now dons the star out. Both jammers racing around the track as the pack struggles to come back together between turns 1 and 2. The jam will end.
Final score adjustment here. 2 more points on that final pass. And that's going to put Dallas at 94 to Mad Rollin' Dolls 92. We have an official review called by the Mad Rollin' Dolls, so don't go anywhere. The period clock may be up, but we're not finished. Not if these teams have anything to say about it.
And if you are half as excited as we are and want to express that excitement, encourage you to take to Twitter, take to Facebook, take to all the places where you can throw hashtags out there on the internet. Use hashtag CloverCup2018. Use hashtag TalkToWFTDA. Get out there, express your feelings.
Holy moly. Rich, what a first half we have had. A 20-point high-scoring jam for Mad Rollin' Dolls. Bailey Wheat with a 19 high-scoring jam for Dallas Derby Devils. And Bourbon Barbie, Black Velvet tied for the highest points in this game at 31 apiece. We are awaiting to hear what the official review is about, as well as the results.
The lead has changed 3 times in this game. A lot of back and forth, not only in the score, but also, as we were talking about earlier, some rotating penalty box occupations there. We are currently at 17 penalties for Mad Rollin' Dolls, 23 for Dallas.
I guess we have time for one more sponsor here. Y'all be sure, in case you've never heard of it, there's this event that happens once a year. It's very magical. It's in Las Vegas. And Rich, it's called RollerCon.
RollerCon?
RollerCon, my friend. If you love roller derby, you know that magic happens when derby people get together. New and seasoned, or even if you're a scarred veteran, y'all come out. Every skill is welcome. And they have tons of planned events for everybody to enjoy. RollerCon 2018. July 24th through 29. You know what? That's 4 days after my birthday. I should just go and have my birthday party at RollerCon.
Is RollerCon not your birthday celebration? I thought this was all for you.
Oh, how I wish. We are just now getting confirmation about this official review. What's going on, Rich?
Well, Dairyland Dolls wanted a back block penalty assessed against the Dallas Derby Devils blocker. Or, I'm sorry, not blocker, jammer. However, the no call will stand. The review will be lost for Mad Rollin' Dolls as we go into the half. And we are now in the half. Mad Rollin' Dolls at 92, Dallas Derby Devils 94. 2 points separating these teams. Don't go far. We will only be 9 minutes until we get into half 2 of this contest here at Clover Cup 2018.
See y'all here in just a few minutes.